going on, everybody? My name is Monday. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my take on the NHL 26 official reveal trailer. I got it loaded up here. I've already kind of watched through it a couple times. Let's just get into it and kind of see what we see. Oh, I can't even hit the button right there.
How do you stand out when excellence is already the entry fee?
Okay, so Matthew Tkachuk, unfortunately, gracing the cover of this game. As an Oilers fan, this hurts, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, hey, you know, good for him. You know, I think, you know, just getting to be on the cover in general is pretty cool. So, you know, good for Matthew, and it was also his brother Brady and his dad Keith, you know, being on the deluxe cover. So, good for them. Don't love it, but
This is already the entry fee. You make things messy.
See, there's Brady, Matthew.
Color outside the lines.
Don't love that.
Color self-expression. Your signature mark on the game. That's what defines the grace.
That'll never get warmed.
An X factor. It's a quickness no one can catch. How?
Okay, yeah, so this is interesting. So what I've heard on the forums and what I've heard in Eloise is still here. What I've heard online is that EA Sports have now will begin to add the statistics and the data collected from NHL Edge, which I think is actually kind of cool. I've never really dove into NHL Edge all that nuts. I'm not a big stats person in general. I'm not a huge fan of stats, but I think for this, it's kind of cool because hopefully, it'll allow the AI to act differently than how it's been for the last millennia. So, you know, like Connor McDavid's speed, hopefully that'll kind of be different. Alex Ovechkin's shot, the footwork of Quinn Hughes, the save execution of Connor Hellebuck, which we'll see later on in the video. Hopefully that's all going to be different, and so just kind of, or I shouldn't say different, maybe a little more accurate to kind of what we see from these guys in the actual game, which is going to be really cool. I'm going to talk about goaltending a little bit later, but you know, I like that.
No one can take. Edge work that overwhelms. It's all part of the unique palette you need to make.
PWHL is back in the game. That's pretty cool.
Your presence known. Skill.
Geared up for another season of PWHL Be a Pro.
Unrelenting will. A motivation and inspiration that stretches back generations and fuels the fire of the next great.
Yeah, this has got me really excited. So, I mean, we'll kind of go through the features in a second, but yeah, Be a Pro has gotten revamped. I'm really hyped about it. That's going to be a lot of fun.
This is your story.
Yeah, so, come on, where is it? No, it doesn't want to do it. All right.
This is your story.
Yeah, so Memorial Cup, the World Juniors.
Can you see it?
Marner in a Vegas jersey is always going to be weird.
Superstar impact. Looks good, huh? Show out and show the world who you are. Tell them, check my game.
Yeah, see, so NHL 26 powered by IceQ 2.0 and then NHL Edge. So those two guys have got me kind of really excited. IceQ being the kind of AI intelligence. So they've revamped that, and it's kind of backing data from NHL Edge. So that's got me really excited about, maybe a little bit more excited than the guy holding the Stanley Cup right now. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be really cool. I'm actually interested to see how that's gonna play out. And then right here, so I mean, if you pre-order the deluxe edition, that mean, hey, great, you'll get to play that on September 5th. But the regular edition comes out September 12th, and for me, that's really, 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 really huge. I like that a lot because let's open that over here. Because when did NHL 25 release? So NHL 25 released. Let me see here. Release date. Yeah, it came out October 4th. NHL 24 came out October 6th. NHL 23 came out. Come on, Google. There you go. October 14th. So the last 3 editions of NHL have come out in some point in October, which sucked. It really did, because basically the preseason was already done and over with this point, and so for me it felt like you were playing catch up on kind of the NHL season, basically, when I did play those games initially. But no, the fact that this is coming out early September, that's phenomenal. I love that. It's the way it always should be. No, that's great. That is awesome. That is really cool. A lot of this stuff, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be pre-ordering the deluxe edition. Just because like a lot of this stuff applies to World of Chell, which I don't really play, so I think I don't mind waiting the extra week, but I don't know, we'll see if the money's there. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff that we're seeing in this. This is actually gonna be really exciting. I know that there were some people that are like, oh, it's the same thing, you know, it's the same game, which is probably true to an extent, but I think this is going to be a completely different game to an extent from what we saw in previous editions. So here we have from the official NHL 26 website the features that are being added into the game. IceQ 2.0, which is being powered by NHL Edge. IceQ 2.0 utilizes powerful NHL Edge data, so you can think, move, and play like your favorite superstars. That to me is actually going to be really, really exciting. I haven't played like franchise mode or just like a regular NHL game for a while. I mostly just dive right into Be a Pro, which we'll talk about. I think that's gonna be great. I think that's honestly gonna kind of change how the game is played. You know, you have guys like Connor McDavid that are just completely out of this world. They should not be playing the same way as somebody like I know David Pastrnak as an example, right? Connor Hellebuck wouldn't play the same way as Sergei Bobrovsky, right? So hopefully that data can be accumulated and added and updated basically to these guys, and so it's all going to play differently, which is going to be very, very cool. I've been complaining for the last few years that the AI in this game sucks, and hopefully we'll see changes in that. We won't be having kind of whoopsies as we have in years past. X Factors, I didn't really care for X Factors, in all honesty. I don't think they add that much to the game. But X Factors enhances an arsenal of 28 abilities over 5 different categories. I watched Tactics' video before I recorded my own. That, yeah, sounds like we're getting a bunch of X Factor abilities that are going to be replacing the old ones. So hey, great. Again, I personally didn't really care for X Factors a whole lot. I'm not going to touch on Be a Pro just yet. And then Hut Seasons, for those who do play Hut, all new dynamic game mode experience where every matchup matters. So again, don't really know much about it. Don't play a lot of Hut. Don't really care to play online. I'm not good enough to play online, so it is what it is. Be a Pro has got me excited this year. It sounds like they're revamping Be a Pro entirely, which is going to be very, very good. I know people were getting tired of pricey pond hockey, which like, really they shouldn't. Like, what do you expect? Like, Be a Pro got updated in NHL 21, and yeah, it hasn't been touched in the last 4 or 5 editions. What do you expect? You know, like, seriously. Anyways, doesn't matter. But yeah, it sounds like Be a Pro is going to be updated, which is going to be cool. Sounds like that, yeah, so they're introducing the ability to play in the World Juniors, which is going to be cool. I was thinking about doing like a side series of my goaltender playing in the World Juniors. I just haven't had the chance, or nor did I really want to do that. I don't think I actually had the ability to do either. No, it didn't. No, previous editions didn't allow me to do that. And then yeah, so the thing that kind of scares me a little bit, which I'll talk about, is kind of the kind of moving up and down the system. So if you don't play well, you get sent down to the minors, which scares me a little bit. I mean, you know, like I think it'll be good for like a dynamic part of it. But I mean, like, I don't know, like we've seen the conversations that have been in this game, and so hopefully, I just dropped the battery. Hopefully those will get updated. I mean, like, I don't know, like with how goalies do. I mean, like you have to think differently for a goalie as you do a player. You know, because I think like the standard save percentage in the league on average is about a 915, 920, I think. But that's kind of the general average. But then you will play Be a Pro and you'd have these coaches that are like, you're not playing well enough. And it's like, well, what the fuck do you want? You know, like what, like who, like what do you know about goaltending? Like who do you think you are? So I mean, with it being backed by NHL Edge, I mean, hopefully that'll be better. I mean, like I'm not a huge fan of stats in general. As a goalie coach, I don't care for stats a whole lot because I don't think they tell the entire story of the game. I'm digging too much. It's not that deep, is what I'm basically going at. But yeah, no, I mean, Be a Pro sounds good. Sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to get back into that. So we'll kind of see where that front is. Nothing new on franchise mode, which I think is, to me, it's okay. I know a lot of people are upset about that, you know, no GM connected and such. I mean, like, yeah, I get it. I know a lot of people wanted that. I played a bit of it as well when I was playing NHL 13, 14. But I mean, you know, like again, like franchise mode just got updated last year. I mean, you gotta take the stuff in bits, you know. So, I think, you know, franchise mode is okay where it's at right now. I know a lot of people want GM connected. I don't think that would be a really huge ask of EA, but it is what it is. Yeah. So I mean, you know, that's kind of what we're seeing on that front. I do know that there are a couple of things here, so just bear with me for a second. All right, I'm just gonna do a camera face here because I don't want to be showcasing other people's videos. Yeah. So again, like from Tactics' video here, from what I see, is that they're talking about crease control system. This is a huge one for me as a. Sorry about that. This is a huge one for me as a goalie. So you'll see huge improvements in goaltending behavior thanks to the new goalie crease control system, which delivers smarter positioning, upgraded reflexes, and more natural reactions to rebound and deflections. Thank you, EA. Thank you. Goaltending has needed to be fixed for such a long time. It's been needed to be fixed for such a long time. Like the save execution, the tracking, how goalies would play the puck in general, not like stick handling, but like how they would react to a shot or to a save has been atrocious for the last little bit, especially trying to be a pro as a goaltender, especially for somebody who is a goaltender playing that game. So thank you, EA, for that change. I'm excited about it. I did get to play the tech test. I'm not going to go into it, but from what I did see when I did play as a goalie, I'm really excited by what I saw. There were a few things that I was like, okay, but beyond that, I was really happy, really excited with what I saw. So thank you, EA, for that. That was the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about there. That was the major part there that I really wanted to focus on there, especially as a goaltender. That filled my heart with such happiness that I cannot say enough things other than thank you. That's really all that I can say. So I mean, what's my opinion about it? I mean, I've always been happy with the NHL games in general. I always I buy these games religiously every year. I have a lot of fun playing them. I've been playing NHL since NHL 2002. And so yeah. Sorry about that. Newborn dad duties, you gotta love it. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about from what I see in this release trailer. I don't know. To me, I'm excited for what I'm seeing. You know, especially from a goaltending standpoint. Be a Pro's getting changed. There's going to be a lot of fun. I guess I'll put it out here now. I know that at the end of NHL 25's Be a Pro season, we signed with the Florida Panthers. That's gonna get tossed out the window. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. That's gonna get tossed out the window. We're gonna play the new storyline of NHL Be a Pro, start to finish. So sorry, Florida. Would have loved to play with you, but because you guys beat my team in the finals last year, we're not signing. Now, if we get drafted by the team, that'd actually be funny. But yeah. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I don't know. We'll see, but I'm definitely excited with what I saw and what I have seen in the tech test, or not the tech test, I'm gonna call it the tech test. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and hit that subscribe button anyways, because we will be posting NHL 26 content very, very soon, within about a month actually, I guess, depending, give or take. But we'll go from there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, all that stuff. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.